Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 2016 Pennant race is on the air. Big one tonight. Today's date is September 7th, 2016. We are at Flo's Insurance Field, otherwise known as Progressive Field, for a big American League interdivision matchup between the Houston Astros and the Cleveland Indians. Let's take a look at the standings. In the American League East, the Boston Red Sox have an 8-game lead on the Toronto Blue Jays and the Baltimore Orioles, who are fighting it out for second place. The New York Yankees are 11.5 back. They are 3.5 back of the second place teams. So the Yankees still have a shot, but they need some help. The American League Central, the Cleveland Indians, a record of 82-55. They have a 7.5 game lead on the Detroit Tigers. Right now, nobody else in the AL Central is figuring. In the AL West, the Texas Rangers have a 7.5 game lead on the Mariners to lead that division. The Houston Astros and the Mariners right now are not in a good position. The Mariners are at 500. That will not get it done, even if you wind up in second place. The Astros are 1 game back of the Mariners at 68-70. So this division right now, because the Mariners have gone on a very bad losing streak, and at the moment there may be only the division winner, may be the only one coming out. Still lots to play. In the National League East, the New York Mets, 9.5 back of the Nationals. The Nationals should wrap the division up shortly. They have a 2-game lead on the Marlins for second place in the NL East. In the NL Central, the Cubs running away with that division, a 16-game lead on the Pirates for second, but the St. Louis Cardinals are only 3.5 back of second place. The Cardinals are not done yet. National League West, nobody else is figuring. The Los Angeles Dodgers are 5 games back of the Giants for that division. So there's still right now, it looks like all the division races are probably going to be called. Right now, second place races, however, are still tight. Toronto and Baltimore and the Yankees in the East, Seattle and Houston in the AL West, the Mets and Marlins in the NL East, and the Cardinals only 3.5 back of the Pirates in the Central. That is how it stands as of today. Doug Hunt, Brian Patterson, and CLE Baseball fan join us here at Progressive Field. The Indians historically won this game 6-5. Each team had 12 hits. So this is a very important game, maybe more for the Astros than it is for the Indians. At the moment, the Indians, however, though, the Indians are the number 1 seed, but only by a half game over the Red Sox. The Red Sox are only a half game back of the Indians for the number 1 seed in the American League playoffs. The Cubs, however, have a 10-game lead on either one. The Cubs are probably going to receive the number 1 seed throughout the postseason. So hopefully we have a good matchup tonight between the Astros and the Indians. I know Brian Patterson and CLE Baseball fan will be helping me out if I need their help for the Indians. So it is a big game tonight. The pennant race is in full swing. What will happen? We're about to find out. Starting pitcher for the Cleveland Indians tonight, Carlos "Cookie" Carrasco. Our first time looking at him. 11 wins, 8 losses, a 3.32 ERA, 150 strikeouts, and 32 walks. I kind of wish he did that for the Mets this season in 2023. Progressive Field, 201 home runs, a 266 batting average, only adds 2 to walks. I'm going to say Progressive Field was neutral in 2016. 201, 200 home runs. I'm going to say a bit neutral, maybe favoring hitters, maybe a little bit, but I'm going to say Progressive Field was kind of neutral in that year. Jim Doyle joins us here at Progressive Field. The Astros right now are 1 game back of the Mariners, and they are under 500. You cannot be 500 and lower and make the postseason. You will be automatically eliminated. So a big matchup tonight. Astros trying to get back into it. Indians trying to hold on to the number 1 seed. Let's see what happens tonight as we go to the top of the first. Leading off for the Astros will be right fielder George Springer, 261 average, 29 homers, 82 RBIs. We're going to use red, white, and blue dice. Indians are the home team as David Vega joins us here at Progressive Field. Big game here on Saturday night. Yes, so I usually will always present the standings, okay, in the start of the pennant race, and of course the final week. You'll always see the standings at the beginning of the stream. Let's see what happens here. Let's play. Carrasco 3-5, strikeout. The 15 is high. Springer 5-2, and that's a ground out to short. That'll be handled by Francisco Lindor, and he will toss it over to first for the out. One down, and the next batter will be Alex Bregman. He's at shortstop tonight. 264 average, 8 homers, 34 RBIs. Cookie 1-6 against the righty. It's a blank. Bregman 6-4, and that is a fly ball hit to left, and it will be Rajai Davis getting to that. 2 down. And now we'll see second baseman Jose Altuve. I still say he's one of the better players in the game, but a Hall of Fame chance might be not in his cards due to 2017. 338 average, 24 home runs, 96 RBIs though. Altuve was a monster that season. Steeler fan joins us here at Progressive Field. I'm glad to see you there, Matt. If I need you to help choose with the Astros, I'll be asking you. Carrasco, 3-4, strikeout 20, that's high. Altuve, 2-5, and it's a line drive right to third. And it will be Jose Ramirez putting up his glove. Pop, it goes right in it, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go the Stros. And we will go to the bottom of the first. Board records. The Cleveland Indians have a record of they are 1-2 on the board. So right now they are under 500 as a board record. The Astros, well, they haven't won a board game yet. They are 0-5. So the Astros, including a couple of ninth inning magics, would kind of cost them a couple of games. So the Astros, they haven't won a game on the board yet. So they cannot tie with anybody pretty much. The Indians will like to get to 2-2. Starting pitcher for the Houston Astros is Doug Fister. We've seen him before. 12 wins, 13 losses, a 4.64 ERA, 115 strikeouts and 61 walks in 16. As Scooney 007 and Woodman 564 joins us here at Progressive Field. Bottom of the first, leading off for the Indians will be the Cleveland designated hitter, Carlos Black Magic Santana. 259 average, 34 homers, 87 RBIs. So the Indians will lead off with their DH. Fister, 5-4. That's a walk plus, and that's a ball 4 on a 1, and he'll go ahead and walk Santana. First walk given up by Fister. Infield double play. And now we'll see the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, 275 average, 23 homers, 82 RBIs. Santana had 5 stolen bases, and he's not getting any here. Fister, 6-2, against the lefty, blank. Kipnis, 4-6, and that's a ground out to short. Let's see if they turn it. 3-3-4. Second base pivot, Altuve -1, 1-3, double play. Nope. Santana will be thrown out at second, and Kipnis will get the first on the fielder's choice. One away. Infield will stay at double play depth. And now we'll see the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. 301 average, 15 homers, 78 RBIs. I wish he was doing that for the Mets right about now. Kipnis up first. He had 15 stolen bases. And that is a 2. He does not get the steal sign, but he does get the hit and run. Lindor, is not a great home run hitter. I think, you know what? A hit and run actually might not be a bad idea. What do you think there, Clee fans? What do you think, a hit and run or let Lindor swing away? What do you think there? He's got the hit and run chance. Kipnis, though, is a 17. -3 would be a 14. if he somehow strikes out, and let's see here, the catcher is Castro +1. Scooney says hit and run. Fister 1-3. That is a blank. He's not tired. Lindor 1-4, and that is a ground ball to first. Let's see if they can turn it though. 2-2-2 because it's hit to first. Shortstop pivot Bregman a 0. However, it's a hit and run, so you're -2 from that. So there's no chance at a double play. And of course, Kipnis' base running is a 5. That is a 5 anyway. He will still get the. Well, actually, no. Wait a minute. He's still going to be out. Base running rating is a 3, but +2 for a hit and run is a 5. But he's still being held. The infield double play, so that actually makes him a 4. That is a 5. Kipnis is going to be thrown out at second on the fielder's choice, and Lindor will be safe at first, and that is out number 2. That is right. That's how you do that. So another fielder's choice as the hit and run doesn't work. And now we'll see the first baseman, Mike Napoli. .239 average, 34 homers, 101 RBIs. Infield is now back. Lindor had 19 stolen bases, but he's not going anywhere on the 14. Fister, 6-5 against the righty. That will be an out, and it will be a ground out to short, handled by Bregman. And he's going to throw to first to get Napoli, and that'll end the inning. Nothing across except a walk. No score after 1 in this very key American League matchup here in the pennant race. We go to the top of the second. Leading off for the Astros will be the Houston designated hitter, Evan Gattis. .251 average, 32 homers, 72 RBIs. Cookie with the pitch. Carrasco, 6-1 against the righty. Walk, and that 3 will be good. He will walk him. So Gattis will trot to first on a leadoff walk. And now we will see the third baseman, Yuli Gurriel, .262 average, 3 homers, 15 RBIs. Gurriel was only in 36 games for 16. Of course, I think this was his rookie year. Infield is at double play depth. Anything for Gattis? That's a 20. Carrasco throws to first, and he got him, picked him off. That is a 4. That will be a pickoff. Carrasco. Gattis leads the wrong way. Carrasco throws to first and gets him. 1 out as Gattis is erased at first base on a good pickoff throw by Carrasco. And now Gurriel will bat with the, when you get those strategy rules, you follow them to a T. You can if you want. That's okay. You don't have to. I just use them as a suggestion. Carrasco, 5-3. That's a pitcher result. The 19 is high. Gurriel, 1-6, and that's a base hit to right field. That was a big pickoff, and Gurriel will get to first on a single. Now we'll see the left fielder, Colby Rasmus, .206 average, 15 homers, 54 RBIs. Gurriel had 1 stolen base, and he's not going anywhere here. Carrasco, 1-4, range play. Rasmus, 6-5 against the righty. That's a base hit past second, but it's a range play for Jason Kipnis. The infield's a double play depth. His double play depth range will be a 3. He'll get it. Now let's see if he turns it. 2-2-3. Shortstop pivot Lindor +1 is a 4, and they will get the double play. Side retired. 4-6-3 double play, no runs on a hit. A heck of a job there by Jason Kipnis to make a good range, to steal a single away from Rasmus, and he'll get the double play done. And we will go to the bottom of the second. Leading off for the Indians will be the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. .312 average, 11 homers, 76 RBIs. It's a heck of a year for Jose E. Fister with the pitch. Fister, 5-2. Home run chance. Switch left. 1-15. The 4 is good. Against the righty. Ramirez needs a 5. Nope. He won't get that. 4-3, and instead he gets over the ball. He chops it to second base. Altuve will get it and toss it over for the out. So Fister throws Ramirez a fat pitch, but he can't do anything with it. Next up will be the right fielder, Lonnie Chisenhall. 286 average, 8 homers, 57 RBIs. Fister with the pitch. 3-6, strikeout 4, swing and a miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 1 for Fister. 2 away. And now the next batter is Rajai Davis. He is in left field tonight. 249 average, 12 homers, 48 RBIs. 2 away now, bottom of the second. Fister, 5-3 against the righty. Strikeout, the 15 is high. Davis, 3-3. That's a fly out the left. And Rasmus will come to that. And he will make the play. And that will do it. Not 1, 2, 3, go the Tribe. No score after 2. Yes, a very good infield in 2016. This Indians team was one of the better Indians teams of the contemporary era. They're one of the better Indians teams of the contemporary era. There's no doubt about that. Top of the third, leading off for the Astros will be the first baseman, Marwin Gonzalez. 254 average, 13 homers, 51 RBIs. Cookie will go ahead and pitch. 6-1 against the switch left. That's a home run result against the righty. Gonzalez needs an 8. That's a 4. And that ball is going to wind up in center field a little bit over the center field wall. Kaboom! High, deep, and gone. Home run, Marwin Gonzalez. And the Astros are on the board first. A solo bomb by Marwin Gonzalez into center field as Carrasco pitched him a meatball, and Gonzalez turned that into lasagna, and that is a 1-0 lead now for the Astros. Next batter will be the catcher, Jason Castro. 210 average, 11 homers, 32 RBIs. Carrasco, he'll go ahead and pitch. 6-4, strikeout plus. He'll get Castro on that, struck him out. And that is the first K for Carrasco. 1 down. Next up is the center fielder, Jake Marisnick. 209 average, 5 homers, 21 RBIs. Carrasco will go ahead and pitch. And that's a 6-6. Strikeout plus. The 13 got him. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 2 for Cookie. Trying to bounce back after giving up a leadoff home run to Gonzalez. And now the batter is Springer. He's 0 for 1. Probably better fielding and pitching in 2016 than 1995. Not even close to 95 on offense. Yes. Carrasco, 4-2, possible error. Springer, 6-1, grounder to second base. That ball is hit to Kipnis. His error rating is a 5. That's a 4. He's going to pick it up. He's going to be drop it, and there's no way he'll get Springer. Springer will be safe. So that is an E4 on Jason Kipnis' first error on the Indians in the ball game, which allows Springer to get to first. Not a good play by Kipnis. It'll bring up Bregman. Bregman 0 for 1. Springer had 9 stolen bases, and he will not get any here. Carrasco will go ahead and pitch. Carrasco, 3-6. That is a home run chance. Righty, 1-16. The 13 is good. Against the righty, Bregman needs an 11. Carrasco put it over the plate. But Bregman is just going to miss it. 6-5. Instead, he gets over it. He chops it to third. That'll get picked up by Ramirez. The throw's going to go to first to get Bregman and retire the side. Wow, he just missed it by 1. 1 run on 1 hit and 1 error. It is 1-0 in favor of the Astros. Bregman just misses one, putting another home run into there. We will go to the bottom of the third. Leading off for the Indians will be center fielder Tyler Naquin, 296 average, 14 homers, 43 RBIs. Naquin pretty good at the plate, absolutely awful in the field. Pfister will go ahead and he will pitch. Pfister, 6'4", that's at the park. Progressive field, 6'1", and that is a fly out to center. And Marisnick will range backward a couple of steps and get it. Next up is the catcher, Roberto Perez. Don't know much about him. 183 average, 3 homers, 17 RBIs. Was only in about 61 games for the Indians that year. Pfister will go ahead and pitch. Pfister, 2-3, wild pitch, ball 1. 3-3, error on a throw. Perez, 4-4. Nope, that'll be a fly ball to center field again. And Marisnick will get that, 2 down. Here's Black Magic Woman Santana. He walked his first time up. Pfister, a 1-5 hit by pitch. The 19 is high. Santana, 6'4", and that is a grounder to second base. Altuve will take care of it. Throw to first, and that is a 1-2-3 inning. 1-0 Astros after 3. Top of the 4th. Jose Altuve will lead off. He's 0 for 1. 1-0 Astros in a must-win game for them. 2 games under 500. You cannot make the postseason if you are a record of 81 and 81. It will not work. Must have at least 82 wins. I should mention, however, also that the Cleveland Indians only played 161 games in 2016, so they will not have there's no way they can have a 500 record. There were a few teams that had 161 games. Cleveland, Detroit, Pirates, Marlins, Cubs, and the Braves. And no, I am not adding any games. Carrasco with the pitch. 5-3, pitcher result. The 11 is high. Altuve, 6-2, and that's a liner right to short, and that'll be plugged by Lindor, 1 out. Yes, they only played 161 games in 2016. Probably a rainout, and the thing about Major League Baseball is that if they do not believe the game will matter, they usually will not play it, or they just couldn't reschedule the game. Here's Gaddis. He walked his first time up. Carrasco, 1-3, strikeout 4, and he got him. And that is strikeout number 3 for Cookie. Now Gurriel, and he got a base hit his first time up. Yeah, a rainout that wasn't needed to determine standings, exactly. If there's a rainout game, if a game has to be made up, they will play it. All right, but Major League Baseball decides around standings if the game really needs to be done. Carrasco, 4-2. That's a possible error. Gurriel, 2-1. Grounder to second base. That ball is hit to Kipnis. His error rating is a 5. That's an 8. He won't make an error this time. He'll get it, and he'll throw it over to first to retire the side. 1, 2, 3. Go the Stros. We go to the bottom of the 4th. We've had seasons where one team only played 159 games at one point. If they don't think the games will matter, they will not play them. Because to the Major League Baseball, they have to get the postseason started on time. Leading off for the Indians will be Jason Kipnis. He is 0 for 1. 1-0 Astros here, bottom of inning number 4. Pfister, 5-1, possible error. Kipnis, 5-2, fly ball left field. That ball is hit to Colby Rasmus. His error rating is a 0. He'll make the catch, 1 out. So Rasmus will go ahead and make the play. It'll now bring up Lindor. Lindor is 0 for 1. Pfister, 2-3, wild pitch, ball 1. Pfister, 2-1, that is a blank. Lindor, 4-5, and that is a fly out to center field. And getting to that will be Marisnik, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. Next up is Napoli. Napoli is 0 for 1. Pfister, he'll go ahead and pitch. Pfister, 4-1, that's a blank. Napoli, 6-5, and that is a ground ball to short. Handled easily there by Bregman. He'll toss it over and retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go the Indians. 1-0 after 4. Another low-scoring game here. Combined ERA of these two pitchers is 7.9. So 7.9, and that's a kind of ERA I would expect a game of maybe somewhere around 5 to 10 runs. And right now, both these pitchers are pitching like Bob Feller and Mike Scott. We go to the top of the 5th, 1-0 here. Michael Silva, the creator of the ballparks. I call him, I have a nickname for him. He is the architect. Joins us here at Progressive Field. Colby Rasmus will lead off. He's 0 for 1 here. Top of the 5th, 1-0 Stros. Carrasco, 4-3. Against the lefty, that will be an out. And it's a fly out to right, handled by Chisenhall. And he actually makes his first play out there, 1 down, as he was standing there doing nothing for most of the game already. Thank you very much, Michael Silva. I'm about 84% now, guys. As I said, COVID is gone, but I still feel icky. So this long weekend, I can definitely use the rest. Here's Gonzalez. He hit a bomb his first time up. Carrasco, 3-3. That's a blank. Gonzalez, 2-6, and that is a base hit. He'll hit that one pass first, and Gonzalez right now is 2 for 2. Single for Gonzalez. Here comes Castro. Castro is 0 for 1. Infield is at double play. Gonzalez at 12 stolen bases, and that is a 2. He gets the steal sign. 13 minus 2 is 11. Catcher Roberto Perez, a -2 arm, which makes him a 9. I'm not going to send him. Carrasco will pitch. Carrasco, 2-1. That's at the park. Progressive Field, 1-6. And that is a ground ball to short. 3-3-4. Second base, pivot Kipnis, 0, 1-4, double play. They got it to retire the side. 6-4-3 double play. No runs and a hit for the Stros. And we will go to the bottom of the 5th. Pfister will get back on the mound. Jose Ramirez leads off. He is 0 for 1. Bottom of the 5th inning, 1-0 in favor of the Stros. Pfister, 5-2. Home run chance. Switch left. 1-15. The 5 is good. Against a righty, Ramirez needs a 5. Does he tie the ball game for the Indians? No, he does not. Ramirez, 3-4, and it's a deep fly ball to left field. Going back for it is Colby Rasmus. He's at the track. He's near the wall, and he makes the catch. 1 out. Got under it just a little bit. Next up is Chisenhall. Chisenhall is 0 for 1. Pfister with the pitch. Pfister, 2-3, wild pitch, ball 1. 6-2 against the lefty. That's a blank. Chisenhall, 2-3. He hits one to center field. That is a 1, and that's going to be a base hit for Chisenhall, and that is the first hit for the Indians. So a nice job by Doug Pfister. He goes 4 1/3 of no-hit ball, but Chisenhall will get to first on a single. So Chisenhall on it first. And did I say, and there was something else on that, wasn't there? Did I miss something? I think I forgot something, didn't I? No, it was just a single to center field. I guess it was. Was a pot? Now, okay, whatever. Upon further review, I'll continue. Rajai Davis is the next batter. I'll find out what it is. I'll check the replay. Davis is 0 for 1. Infield is a double play depth. So Chisenhall, he is at first. He had 6 stolen bases, and that is a 4, and he's not going anywhere. Fister will pitch. Fister, 5-3 against the righty. Strikeout. The 19 is high. Davis, 5-2. Base hit past third. It's a single. Chisenhall's got good speed, but it's not fast enough. And Chisenhall, even with a base running rating of 4, he will hold at second base. So now two straight singles. It will bring up Naquin. Naquin is 0 for 1. Runners at first and second for the Indians. 1 out, bottom of the 5th. Strategy roll. And that is a 10, nothing happening. Chisenhall on it second, Davis on it first. Fister will go ahead and pitch. Fister, 6-6, range play at the park. Progressive field, 5-2. That's a ground ball to third. That ball is hit to Gurriel. His range is a 2, but a double play depth, it's a 1. And he's got it. What a play by Gurriel. Now, question is, where does it go? It is hit right. It is hit in the hole. Double play chance will go from second to first. 2, 2, 3. Second base, Altuve, pivot, -1, 1-2, double play. No, Chisenhall will get to third. Davis is thrown out at second, and Naquin makes it to first, 2 down. What a play by Gurriel. At least he gets an out of it, as that will turn into a fielder's choice. But Chisenhall does get to third, 2 away. What a play by Yuli Gurriel. And now it's got to be a chance for Perez. Perez is 0 for 1. 2 outs now. Strategy, nothing on the 10. Chisenhall on it third. Naquin on it first. Fister trying to get out of this jam. Fister will pitch. 4-3 against the righty. Walk, and that will be ball 4. He will walk Perez on a 15. So now the bases are full of Indians. Bases are loaded, and here comes Carlos Santana. 34 bombs, and Fister's got to be careful with him. He is 0 for 1 with a walk. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th, Astros lead 1-0. Fans here at Progressive Field hoping for a hit. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 8th. Fister will pitch to Santana. Fans here are loud. Fister with the pitch. 3-5, strikeout 16, that is high. Santana, 4-1, and it's a fly ball to center field. Getting under it is Marisnik. He'll come in a little bit. He will make the catch and retire the side. Stadium groans. No runs, 2 hits, and a walk. And the Tribe leave the bases loaded. 1-0 still in favor of the Astros as we go after 5. Top of the 6th, still 1-0. Leading off for the Astros will be Jake Marisnik, and he is 0 for 1. I always thought Marisnik was going to be a little better than he was. I actually liked him when he was on the Marlins. Carrasco, 3-2, walk 2, and that's ball 4. And just like that, Carrasco puts the leadoff man on a walk. And that is the second walk issued by Carrasco. Infield double play depth. The batter will now be Springer. Springer reached on an error his last time up. He's 0 for 2. Strategy, nothing on the 12. Marisnik will stay where he is. Carrasco, 3-1, strikeout 4, swing and a miss, struck him out. And that'll be the 4th strikeout for Cookie. 1 out. Next batter is Bregman. Bregman is 0 for 2. Texag 75 joins us here at Progressive Field. Good to see you there, Texag 75. Marisnik on at first. Strategy roll. And nothing on the 11. Marisnik will stay put. Carrasco with the pitch. 1-4. That is a range play. Bregman, 6-3. Fly out to center field. That ball is hit to Tyler Naquin. As I said, he was awful. His range is a 1. And that's a 2. And that's going to be right over his head. That's going to be a double for Alex Bregman. Marisnik, base running rating of 4. Double to center is 0. A 1-4. Marisnik will score. He will not. They'll hold him at third. The ball came in pretty quick, and they decide to hold Marisnik at third base. So that's a double for Bregman as he hits that right over the head. Actually, way out of Naquin's range. He stinks in center field, but he's good at the plate. Next batter will be Altuve. My Basement Media Productions joins us here at Progressive Field. Dr. Nick. Altuve is 0 for 2. The infield will come in. The Indians now have 1 out here. Strategy. Nothing on the 5. Marisnik at third. Bregman at second. Carrasco will pitch. Carrasco, 4-5, hit by pitch. Nope, the 18 is high. Altuve, 3-6, and it's a fly ball to left field. Getting over there is Davis. He will make the catch. Altuve, sacrifice fly of 2. Nope. Marisnik, base runner 4. Davis, a 0 arm, a 1-4. Marisnik will still score, and he won't. It was not deep enough, and they hold him at third. A big run does not come in. So we'll fly out to left as Rajai Davis guns that ball in there, and they keep Marisnik at third base. And now the batter is Gaddis. Gaddis is 0 for 1 with a walk. Astros lead 1-0. The difference, a solo home run by Marwin Gonzalez. Strategy roll, and nothing on the 15. Carrasco will go ahead and pitch. Cookie, 2-3, strikeout 18. Nope, that's high. Gaddis, 3-5, and it is a fly ball to center field. The Indians will get out of it. Getting to that is Naquin. He will make that catch and retire the side. Wow, so even the Astros can't get a big run across. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. Are the Houston Drums beating? Tonight's pair has dirtbag Jason Kipnis and Booth. Texag 75, it is good to see you, my good man. I know that your Aggies will be down here next week to play my Miami Hurricanes. You and I are buds, okay, in the chat. But I'm going to tell you right now, when the Hurricanes are playing the Aggies, you and I are adversaries. We are fans on opposing sides. No more, no less. Pfister will go ahead and pitch. And Jason Kipnis will lead off. Speaking of Kipnis, he's 0 for 2. So 1-0 Astros. The Indians had a good chance to get some runs the last time, but they couldn't do it. Pfister, he can still pitch 2. He's got 5 batters left. Pfister will pitch. Pfister, 2-4. That's a range play. Kipnis, 4-5. That's a fly ball hit to left field. Going after it is Colby Rasmus. He was excellent. His range is a 5. That's a 1. He makes it with his eyes closed. 1 out. Good play by Rasmus. Now the batter is Lindor. Lindor is 0 for 2. Aggies should win the game, but we will see. We will see. Texag 75. We're friends right now, no problem. But on next Saturday, we are adversaries. Pfister will pitch. Pfister, 6-6. Range play at the park. Progressive Field. 6-1. That's a fly ball to center field. Going after it is Marisnik. He was pretty good. His range is a 4, but he won't get that one. And that's going to be a single for Lindor. So Lindor will get to first on a base hit. right just a little bit out of Marisnik's range. And that will be a single for him. Next batter is Napoli. Napoli is 0 for 2. Make sure to check out Tuve for electronic devices. Ooh, don't know. We'll see. Infield is at double play depth. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 8. Lindor will stay put. Fister, he will pitch. Fister, 4-6. That's at the park. Progressive field, 4-5. And that is a base hit to right field. It'll be a single. Well, Lindor, base runner 3. Single to right +1. A 1-4. He'll get to third. It's a 6. Lindor coming around second base. Right fielder is Springer. He has a -1 arm. A 1-4. There could be a play. And no, Lindor puts on the brakes and he'll head back to second as that ball shot into the infield. So a single for Napoli. Runners at first and second. They hold Lindor at second base. A chance now for Ramirez, and he's 0 for 2. Fister will continue to pitch to Ramirez here. Lindor stays at second, Napoli at first. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 11. Fister looking in. He's pitching a gem. Fister, 5-4. That's a walk plus. That 17 will walk him. And once again, the bases are loaded. On a walk plus, he'll go ahead and walk him. And now a chance again for the Indians. And it will be Chisenhall coming up. He's 1 for 2. And the question is, do they let Fister pitch to him? Let's see. 1 out. You got a righty coming up too. I think that's it for Doug Fister. I don't know if Steeler fan is still in the chat. He hasn't said much. But I don't know if you're still there, Steeler fan. He's not tired. He will be after Chisenhall. Chisenhall actually hits righties a little better, but I'm wondering if you want to make a change here. It is the 6th inning. I can still allow it, of course. So I'm wondering if you want to make a change. If not, I'm probably gonna make a change here. I'm just wondering. You said change. Do you have anybody in mind there, Matt? If you know the roster of this current date. If you don't, I'll go. If you want me to make my best decision, I will. And it's a lefty. They only have one. They have 2 lefties in the on the mound. I don't know if you have anybody you want to change, but I'll let you decide. You want me to make the decision, or you just want me to, or do you have a guy? Go with my whim, or go with my whim. He says. Well, I'm going to bring up a lefty. Is what I'm going to do here. Coming on to pitch for the Astros will be Tony Sipp. 1 win, 2 losses, save, a 4.95 ERA. Sipp will be the second Astro pitcher. He is one of 2 lefties in the bullpen for this game, and he's the better of the 2. So Sipp will pitch at Chisenhall. Remember, I do use the 3-batter rule. Lindor on it third, Napoli on it second, Ramirez on it first. A chance here for the Indians. Infield is going to play in for the Astros. Strategy roll. That is a 1, but nothing happening. Sipp will go ahead and pitch as John Haverly joins us here at Progressive Field. Sipp, 6-4, strikeout 6, and he got him swinging and a miss, struck him out. Big strikeout by Sipp. 2 away. And now the batter is Rajai Davis. Can he go ahead and get a big hit? He is 1 for 2. Sipp will pitch to Davis. Davis a little weaker against lefties. So Sipp will pitch to him. Now 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. The Indians had bases loaded before and couldn't get him in. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 14. Sipp will now pitch to Davis. Fans here, Progressive Field, vote for a hit. Sipp. 5-4, strikeout 18, that will miss. Davis, a 4-5, and it's a fly ball to right field. Springer's going to get to that. He will come in, make the catch, and he will retire the side. Stadium barfs. Blech. Bases loaded again, and the Indians cannot get squat. 1-0 after 6. And that was no runs on 2 hits and a walk. Brian Patterson not happy. We go to the top of the 7th, still 1-0. Carrasco, let's see. He can pitch to 2 more batters. I'll ask Brian Patterson, do you want Carrasco to stay out there? You got right-left switch coming up. Yulesky Gurriel leads off for the Stros. He is 1 for 2. Carrasco is not tired yet. Do you want him to pitch the 7th? He's only given up one run on 4 hits. And one of them was a bomb, and that was it. He's actually pitched pretty well. I would let him pitch one more inning, but I'll let him go unless another in trouble. Okay. Carrasco will pitch to Gurriel. Top of the 7th, 1-0. Carrasco, 3-1, strikeout 3, and he'll get him. Struck him out. And that is strikeout number 5 for Cookie, 1 down. And now the batter is Rasmus. Rasmus is 0 for 2. He only hits a 206 average, but I'm going to keep him in the game anyway because that range is pretty darn good. Carrasco, 2-4 against the lefty. Walk plus, and that is ball 4. He will walk Rasmus. And now Carrasco is tired. And that batter will be Gonzalez. Gonzalez is 2 for 2, a home run and a double. And I think that'll be it for Carrasco. I'm going to take him out. He is tired. That's it. So the Indians will go to the bullpen. Question is, who does Brian Patterson want to pitch? If he knows who's on the lineup here. So you got a switch left and right coming up. So what do you think there? Otero or Crockett? Okay, well, I think I'm going to go with Otero because he is better. Yeah, I'll go with Otero. Coming on to pitch for the Indians is going to be Dan Otero. 5 wins, 1 loss, a save, a 1.53 ERA. So Otero's going to come on and he will pitch. And he can pitch to 4 batters for tiring. Marwin Gonzalez will lead off, will bat. Rasmus on at first. Infield is that double play. Rasmus sets up. Otero with strategy roll. Nothing on the 19. Although Gonzalez got a good bunt rating. Ooh, do you bunt him? Gonzalez got a bunt rating of 5. Steeler fan wanted he does have a home run here, and he hits righties a little weaker than lefties, but what do you think? Do I bunt? He's got a bunt rating of 5. It's double play depth, so I don't know. What do you think there? What do you think there, Steeler fan? If you have a choice there, Matt, I'm liable to bunt. I know he already has a home run. Swing away, he says. Otero, 4-5, hit by pitch. The 15 is high. Gonzalez, 4-1, and that's a fly ball to right field. Getting over there will be Chisenhall, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. 2 away, here's Castro. Castro is 0 for 2. May make a change on him automatically. Let me see who I have the other catcher. And that is Max Stassi. No, actually, Castro has to. I have Gaddis, but if I move Gaddis, he's DH. I lose the DH. Castro's going to have to stay in there. Runner at first. Strategy roll. And that's a 4. Rasmus will stay where he is. Otero, 2 outs here. Top of the 7th, still 1-0. Otero, 1-3, strikeout 13, and he got him. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that will retire the side. Nothing across except a walk. In this key matchup in the American League, in the pennant race, we are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I will be right back. Don't forget, we have 10-minute ticker coming up after tonight's game. Our next matchup will be tomorrow night. It will be Saturday, and it will be September 10th. We're going to stay in the American League, and we're going to travel from Cleveland, Progressive Field, to Detroit, Comerica Park. So I know Chuck Rawlings should not miss tomorrow's game. It's a big matchup. It will be the Baltimore Orioles taking on the Detroit Tigers, a big matchup tomorrow. Ubaldo Jimenez will go for the Orioles, and Jordan Zimmerman will go for the Tigers. The Tigers are chasing the Indians, trying to see if they can still have a chance to get them. The Baltimore Orioles, however, right now are tied with Toronto for second in the AL East. So a very important, another big American League matchup tomorrow. At Comerica Park, the Orioles and the Tigers, Ubaldo Jimenez against Jordan Zimmerman. That will be tomorrow night's game on the network. Bottom of the seventh, Astros lead 1-0. Tyler Naquin leading off for the Indians. He is 0 for 2. Tony Sipp is not tired yet, and they're going to let him pitch to Naquin. They're going to let him pitch to Naquin here, at least to Naquin. He can pitch to one more batter before he tires, and lefty on lefty, they will let Sipp pitch to Naquin. Bottom of the seventh, 1-0 Stros. Sipp, 5-6, wild pitch, ball 1. Sipp, 2-2, that's a walk plus, and he'll walk him. So Sipp will go ahead and walk Naquin. He'll give up the walk, and that will be the end for Sipp right there. So Naquin goes to first. And now the batter is Roberto Perez. May see a pinch hitter for him. Right switch left. The Astros are going to go to the bullpen. They're going to bring on a righty. And they're going to go ahead and bring in Ken Giles. He is not the closer for this game. Gregerson is. So Ken Giles is going to come out to pitch. 2 wins, 5 losses, 15 saves, a 4.11 ERA. So Giles will come on to pitch here, and he can pitch to 4. Perez, however, may see I think we may see a pinch hitter for him. And Chris Jimenez is the other catcher on the bench, as well as Adam Moore. So let's see. Sack Perez or pinch hit, he says. Perez, though, has got very good range at the catcher spot. I mean, I could pinch hit, but I think maybe a sacrifice. What do you think? Sack or pinch hit, Brian? What do you think? Sack or pinch hit? Key matchup here. What do you think? You want me to sack? He's got a great bunt rating. Almonte available. Yes, he is. You want Almonte. Okay. So Roberto Perez will come out of the game. And coming on to pinch hit for the Indians will be Abraham Almonte. 264 average, a homer, 182 RBIs. Taking over at catcher will be Chris Jimenez. He will take over at the catcher spot, so timeout for a position change. That will be it for Perez, as Jimenez will now come on. He is not as good at the catcher spot, but this is a key at bat here. 3-2-13-0. Okay. So Chris Jimenez will take over at catcher, but Abraham Almonte will pinch hit. Naquin on at first. Strategy roll still active. Nothing on the 9. Naquin stays put. Nobody out. Bottom of the 7th. Giles with the pitch. Giles 5-1 against the switch left. That's a blank. Almonte 4-6. And that's a ground ball to first. 2-0, however. 2-0. And you don't get anything for the first baseman. Shortstop pivot is Bregman is a 0. So no chance of a double play. That is a 1. And believe it or not, that's going to work like a bunt, as Naquin is going to go to second base. The only play he has is Almonte at first. 1 out. So Almonte does ground out to first base, but Naquin barely, as such a slow roller, Naquin is able to get to second. So it does work like a bunt. So Naquin on at second now. Infield is back. Here's Santana. Santana's 0 for 2. He'll bat. He will bat 0 for 2 with a walk. Santana's got good power. Naquin on at second. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 6. Naquin stays where he is. Giles with the pitch. Giles 3-5 against the switch left. That is a blank. Santana 3-1, and it's a fly ball to center field. And getting to that is Marisnick. He will make the catch for out number 2. Naquin will automatically stay at second since his base running rating is a 2, and the automatic modifier hit to second is a -2, which makes him a 0. So even out, I don't care what the outfield arm is, I will not send him, and that is 2 outs. Now it's up to Kipnis to try to get the run in. Kipnis is 0 for 3. Astros pitching doing the job. Naquin on at second base still. Nothing on the 6. He'll stay put. Giles looks in on Kipnis, and here comes the pitch. Giles 2-4. Strikeout plus 20. Cold strike 3 on Kipnis. It was right over the plate. Kipnis checked his swing. They checked with the umpire. He went around. He is outside, retired. Nothing across except a walk, as once again the Indians get runners on and can't get them in. Stadium groans. We go to the top of the 8th. Jake Marisnick leads off for the Astros. Otero can pitch to 2 more batters before he tires. He'll stay out there for at least Marisnick and possibly Springer. Otero will pitch. Otero, 2-5. That's a home run chance. Righty, 1-13. The 6 is good. Marisnick needs a 3. Otero put it over the plate. But Marisnick did not get all of it. 2-1, but he gets some of it. That's a base hit to left field. So Marisnick does not get a homer, but he'll get a single and some insurance on it first. And now the batter is Springer. Springer is 0 for 3, reached on an error, infield double play. Marisnick had 10 stolen bases. And that is an 8, and he's not going anywhere. Otero will pitch to Springer. Otero, 5-6 against the righty, blank. Springer, 4-2, fly out the left. It will be Rajai Davis getting to that one. He'll make the catch for the out, 1 down. Next batter is Bregman. Otero is tired. Otero is tired, and I think you let him pitch to Bregman still. I think you let him pitch to Bregman, righty on righty. Otero says I can still get these out. With a 1.53 ERA, he's one of the best pitchers in the Cleveland bullpen in 2016. Otero will go ahead, set up for a pitch. Strategy. Nothing on the 11. Marisnick stays put. Otero, 4-5. Hit by pitch. Nope, the 16 is high. Bregman, 4-4. And it's a base hit past second. It'll be a single. Marisnick, he'll have the speed, he'll get to third. Bregman at first, and now the Astros got something going on. So now runners at the corners with 1 out. And that will be it for Otero, as they will take him out of the game. Jose Altuve is up next. And you want to bring in Miller? All right, so they want to go with Andrew Miller. Although I don't know if I go with, I mean you could. Well, tell you what, whatever I think doesn't matter. This is your team. We'll go with them. That'll be it for Otero, and he will come out of the game. Coming in to pitch for the Indians will be Andrew Miller. Miller started the season with the New York Yankees. He is on the Indians now. 10 wins, 1 loss, 12 saves, a 1.45 ERA. He is not the closer for this Indians team. That is Cody Allen. Marisnik is on at third. Bregman is on at first. Infield will play in. Altuve is up, and he is 0 for 3. A big chance for the Astros to get some insurance. Strategy, nothing on the 3. Bregman will stay put. Miller sets it by Altuve. Here comes the deal. Miller, 4-6, strikeout plus 13. Yep, he got him. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He'll go ahead and get Altuve on a K. That's out number 2. And now the Astro DH, Gaddis. Gaddis is 0 for 2 with a walk. Now the infield is back. Can Andrew Miller get the Indians out of this jam? 1-0 here. Top of the 8th inning. Last night's game was a 1-0 score. Are we going to have that again? Strategy roll. Nothing on the 19. Miller looks in on Gaddis. Fans here at Progressive Field hoping for a good pitch. Miller. 4-5. Range play. Gaddis. 4-6. That's a ground ball to second base. That ball is hit to Jason Kipnis. The infield is back. His range is a 4. And he's got it. Makes a diving stop. What a play by Kipnis. He'll get up and throw to first and retire the side. No runs, 2 hits for the Astros as they strand some big base runners. Stadium cheers. Yay! He needed a 4 and he got it. And we'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Great job, Dirtbag. Dang. Dr. Nick, I don't believe you said that. Dirtbag? That is not nice, Doctor. I wonder about that. Bottom of the 8th. Leading off for the Indians will be Francisco Lindor. He's 1 for 2. Giles due to pitch. Let's see. Switch, right, switch. I think they're going to go with a righty. Giles is going to come out of the game, and the Astros will go to another righty, and why not? Because the other right-handers are actually better than Giles. Coming on to pitch for the Astros will be Will Harris. 1 win, 2 losses, 12 saves, a 2.25 ERA. Harris is the 4th Astro pitcher. So now he will pitch against Francisco Lindor. That's his nickname, always getting dirty. A loving sobriquet. Oh, okay. Dirtbag? All right. I understand. I know Dick Tidrow's nickname was Dirt, but Dirtbag? Okay, you know what? You're a doctor. Why would you lie? Harris with the pitch. Harris, 2-2, strikeout 5. He got him, struck him out. He'll get Lindor. Astros pitchers getting it done tonight so far. And now the batter is Napoli. Napoli is 1 for 3 with a single. Harris with the pitch. 6-2, strikeout 11. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He'll get Napoli. Napoli goes down now, 2 away. And here's Ramirez. Ramirez is 0 for 2 with a walk. He'll bat. Fans here at Progressive Field saying, where's the offense tonight, tribe? Harris will go ahead and pitch. Harris, 5-4, against the switch left. Strikeout plus 19. No, that's not going to make it. Ramirez will swing. 3-2, and it's a ground ball to first. Getting to there is Gonzalez. He'll take it, and he'll touch the bag himself to retire the side. 1-2-3. Go the Indians. Stays 1-0 after 8. More so an Indians fan about 1963. I'm pretty sure I know you are there, Doctor. We go to the top of the 9th. Leading off for the Astros will be Yulieski Gurriel, and he is 1 for 3. Miller, let's see, Miller You got right, left, and switch coming up. Do you leave Miller in there? I think he can pitch to two more batters before he tires. Maybe you do. He's one of the best relievers the Indians have. I'll keep him in there. Miller will go ahead and pitch to Gurriel. Top of the ninth, 1-0. The Astros looking for some insurance. Miller, 6-5 against the righty. That will be an out. And it will be a ground ball to first base, taken care of by Napoli. He'll handle it himself for out number 1. Batter now is Rasmus. Rasmus with a 206 average. He's a 5 left fielder, though. Do I have anybody that can take over for him? I don't think I do here. I think even though he can't really hit that well, I think you keep him in for the range. Rasmus is going to bat. He's more of a defensive player than he is a hitter, but he also does have 15 home runs. Miller with the pitch. Miller, 3-6, strikeout plus 12, swing and a miss, struck him out. And that is another strikeout from Miller, 2 down. Now he is tired. And the batter now will be Marwin Gonzalez. He'll bat. He's 2 for 3, a home run and a single. So Miller will go ahead and pitch to Gonzalez here. 2 outs in the top of the ninth. Fans here at Flo's Insurance Field definitely want to see Miller get the job done. Gonzalez hit a home run. He's the reason why the Astros are up 1-0. Miller with the pitch. Miller, 5-5, walk, 10. No, that will miss. Gonzalez, 1-4. It's a ground ball to first. Up with it will be Napoli. He'll take it himself, and that will retire the side. 1-2-3, go the Astros. And they lead 1-0. But will we see some ninth inning magic? I know Steeler fan definitely wants to see some ninth inning magic. You know Steeler fan, with those Astros a 1-0 lead, you know he wants to see some ninth inning magic. Absolutely. Let's see here. Bottom of the ninth inning. Lonnie Chisenhall will lead off. Let's see, they got left, right coming up. Harris can pitch to one more batter before he tires. Do I bring in the closer now? The Astros closer for this game is Luke Gregerson. But I'll be honest. I think Harris may be the better pitcher. And since Harris does have saves, I can use him as a closer here. I'm going to let Harris stay in there. I'm going to let him stay in there and pitch. He's not. He will be tired after Chisenhall. But Gregerson is ready to go. Will Harris will come in and stay in there for the Astros. He'll pitch to Lonnie Chisenhall, and he is 1 for 3. Bottom of the ninth, 1-0. Fans here at Progressive Field would love to see a big hit. Harris, 2-6. That's a range play at the park. Progressive Field. 5-1. That ball is hit to right. That is an 18, and that is a home run chance against the righty. Chisenhall needs a 6. Does Chisenhall tie this game? You know, you gotta love Friday night baseball, because when you play Friday night baseball, and you don't have to go to work the next day, you can actually enjoy the games just a little bit more, and especially when you have a game like that. Kaboom! That ball is high, that ball is deep, and that ball is gone. Home run, Lonnie Chisenhall. This game is tied. Stadium cheers! Yay! A 5-1 is a ball hit to right field. It came into the home run chance against the righty. Chisenhall needed a 6. That's a 5. We're tied at 1. Ninth inning magic strikes again. Will Harris, not his fault. That was just powered out by Chisenhall. And we got a tie game. And now the batter is Davis. Rajai Davis is 1 for 3. That will be it for Harris. They will take him out. And now they will go ahead and bring in another pitcher. And now they will go ahead and bring in Luke Gregerson. 4 wins, 3 losses, 15 saves, a 3.28 ERA. Gregerson really the closer for the matchup, but I decided to go with Harris. But that wasn't Harris's fault. That was just powered out of the ballpark by Chisenhall, as he did that on his own. Now tied at 1 here in the bottom of the 9th. As after further review, it's Steve Tower and Craig Scarborough joins us here at Progressive Field. Gregerson will go ahead and pitch to Davis, now bottom of the 9th. Gregerson, a well-pitched game by Doug Fister goes by the board. So now Gregerson will pitch to Davis. Gregerson, 6-1 against the righty. It's a blank. Davis, 1-5. And against the righty, Davis smacks one into right field. And that's going to be a double, and the winning run is at second base. Rajai Davis hits a double into right off of Gregerson, and the winning run is at second. And that will bring up the catcher, the new catcher, Chris Jimenez, a .216 average, 4 homers, 11 RBIs. He actually has to hit. Although I do have another catcher to use, but if we go to extras, you may need him. So Chris Jimenez will come up to bat. No, I'm not. Not Jimenez. I'm sorry. It's Tyler Naquin. Naquin's the next batter. My bad. Tyler Naquin instead. Naquin is 0 for 2 with a walk. Jimenez bats 9th. My bad. I'll further review. So Davis is on second. And now nobody out in the bottom of the 9th inning, tied at 1. Davis on at second. Gregerson now trying to go ahead and get this game into extras. Fans here at Progressive Field can't believe it. The Astros are victims of 9th inning magic again. This is not the first time they lost the lead or lost the game in the 9th. Gregerson will go ahead, strategy roll. That is a 1. Davis gets the steal sign to go to third. 18 plus 1 is a 9 plus 1 is 10. That is a 1. He gets the steal sign. And 18 plus 1 is 19. The catcher, Castro, the only way he's out is on a 20. The throw goes to third, and he's safe. Davis will go ahead on a stolen base for Rajai Davis. And now the winning run is 90 feet away. A wild pitch could bring him in. So now tied at 1. Now the infield will play in. Davis on at third. Gregerson will pitch to Naquin. Naquin is 0 for 2 with a walk. Fans here at Progressive Field are going nuts. They know the Indians can pull away with this victory. Gregerson, strategy roll. That is a 12. Nothing happening. Davis is on at third. Gregerson will set it up, and here comes the pitch. 4-6, wild pitch, 20, no, ball 1. Oh, Gregerson does throw a wild one, but a great play by Castro just saved the game. Ball 1. Gregerson will do it again. Gregerson with the pitch. 2-2. Again a wild pitch. That's a 2. And then throws that right over the catcher. Davis will come in. He will score. Wild pitch walk-off. That's your game. Indians will win it 2-1. Stadium cheers. Yay, 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 yay. And they're going to go ahead and mob at the plate for the Indians. A wild pitch will bring in the winning run as Luke Gregerson can't get it done. 2 runs on 2 hits and a wild pitch, and the Indians win this game in the bottom of the 9th, 2-1. Game of the Year candidate. As Steeler fan says, whimmed. Steve Tower says, I don't believe what I just saw. The Cleveland Indians, in the bottom of the 9th, throughout the whole game, the Indians couldn't do anything. And then a solo bomb by Lonnie Chisenhall, a double by Davis, and Naquin doesn't even have to swing the bat. Luke Gregerson goes ahead and uncorks a wild pitch, and brings in Davis. Naquin doesn't even get an official at bat. He didn't have to swing. What a win for the Tribe tonight. The Indians will go to 83-55. The Astros will now drop to 68-71. It does not look good for the Astros in 2016. Final line score coming up. For the Indians, 2 runs on 6 hits and 1 error. For the Astros, 1 run on 6 hits and no errors. The winning pitcher is Andrew Miller. He'll get the win, and he had 10 of them in 2016. And that loss is going to go to Luke Gregerson because he gave up the go-ahead run. He will take the loss tonight. What a ball game for the Indians. And they will continue to have the lead there easily in the American League Central. We are not done yet. 10-minute ticker coming right up. Wow. I think that's the second or third time. Steeler fan, I'm sorry, Matt. That might be the second or third time the Astros have lost in the 9th inning. I'll have to check. But that's not the first time they lost the game that way. I'll have to look. I will have to look. But they go to 0-6 right now in board record. They cannot tie with anybody right now. I'll have to check and see. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball. So, the Indians will get the victory over the Astros 2-1 in an amazing fashion. And we will see what happens here for the rest of the day. Let's begin the rest of the pennant race. September 7th, Detroit at the White Sox. The Tigers are still trailing the Indians by 8. Detroit 5-35, and that is 3. White Sox 14-42, and that is 5. That is a win for the White Sox. The Tigers will now be 8.5 back of the Indians. As I said, I don't think they're going to catch them. They just got to stay above 500. Kansas City at Minnesota. Royals 12-56. That is 7. Twins 5-11-0. A win for the Royals. Toronto and the Yankees. The Blue Jays are tied with the Orioles for second. The Yankees are 3.5 back. Toronto 10-45, and that is 5. Yankees 9-51, and that is also 5. They will go to extras. Toronto rolls a 6. -1 is 5. Yankees roll a 1. +2 is 3. Not enough. The Blue Jays will win that in extras. Angels and Oakland. Detroit starting to fade. Not really. The Tigers are still with that loss, they're going to go to 75 and 64. Unless they completely collapse, they should still make the postseason, of course, in second place. Angels and Oakland. Angels 4-12, and that's 0. Oakland 762, and that's 6. That's a win for the Athletics. Texas and Seattle. With the Astros losing, the Mariners have a chance now to take a 2-game lead on the Astros. 2-game lead on the Astros. Rangers 865. It's not going to happen. That's going to be 8. The Mariners 13-13, and that is 2. And that loss for the Mariners now puts them under 500. So if the postseason would start tomorrow, there would not be a second-place team in the American League West. Baltimore at Tampa Bay. Orioles 1263, and that is 8. Rays 743, and that is 4. That is a win for the Orioles. They will stay with the Blue Jays. Mets and the Reds. The Mets are 2 games ahead of the Marlins for second. Mets 614, and that is only 1. Reds 361, and that is 5. And that game belongs to the Reds, as the Mets can't beat the Reds on that one. Giants and the Rockies. Giants are 5 games ahead of the Dodgers in first. Giants 1742, and that is 6. Rockies 1245, and that is also 6. There will tie. Giants roll a 6, -1 is 5. Rockies roll a 4, -2 is 2. That will be a win for the Giants. Diamondbacks and the Dodgers. The Dodgers are literally slumping bad, but they are 5 games back of the Giants. Or now it's 5.5. Diamondbacks 1332, and that is 4. Dodgers 1453, and that is 7. And that's a win for the Dodgers, as they will stay with the Giants. Philadelphia and the Marlins. With the Mets losing, the Marlins have a chance to get back within 1 game of second place. Can the Phillies do me a favor? Phillies 1042, and that is 5. Marlins 841, and that is 4. The Phillies will go ahead and beat the Marlins, as they're now slumping a little bit, and the Mets stay 2 ahead. Cubs and the Brewers. Cubs running away with the whole thing. They have a 16-game lead on Pittsburgh. Their magic number, by the way, to clinch the division is, let's see, their magic number, what is that, 153? Their magic number to clinch the National League Central is 10. Cubs, 1434, and that is 5. Brewers, 352, and that is 4. And 352? Yep, that's 4, and that is a win for the Cubs. Cardinals and the Pirates. Big series. The Pirates are 3.5 back of the Cardinals for second. Cardinals, 843, and that is 4. Pirates, 1153, and that is 6. And now the Pirates are now 4.5 ahead of the Cardinals. Red Sox and the Padres. Red Sox have an 8-game lead in the American League East. And their magic number, they're actually not really a magic number yet, but they're 8 games ahead of Toronto and Baltimore. No magic. I'm not going to list the magic number yet. Boston 2032, and that is 6. Padres 642, and that is 4. That is another win for the Red Sox. Braves and the Nationals. Braves 564, that's 7. Nationals 1164, that is 8. And that is a win for the Nats. On to September 8th, Houston at Cleveland. A big win for the Indians tonight. Can they win another one here in FastScore? Astros 922, and that's 2. Indians 1413, and that is also 2. They will tie. We have extras. Houston rolls a 2. +1 is 3. Indians roll a 6. +1 is 7. And that's another win for the Indians tonight. Tampa Bay at the Yankees. Rays 756, and that is 6. Yankees 1914. That's not enough. That's 3. And the Rays will give the Yankees another loss. Rangers and the Mariners, with the Astros losing, the Mariners now got to win to get back to 500 first. Rangers 11-14, and that is 2. Mariners 13-53, and that is 7. And the Mariners will now be back to 500. Reds and the Pirates. Big series for the Pirates. Reds 6-34, and that is 3. Pirates 8-52, and that is 5. Another win for the Bucks. Colorado and the Padres. Rockies 9-15, that is 2. Padres 21-24, and that's 5. That is a win for the Friars. Milwaukee and the Cardinals. The Cardinals are now 4.5 back of the Pirates. Cardinals were surging, but that was a tough series loss. Milwaukee 10-62, and that is 7. Cardinals 6-34, and that is 3. And the Cardinals will lose more ground to the Pirates. Philadelphia at Washington. Phillies 7-31, and that is 3. By the way, the Phillies were eliminated. They are under 500. They have more than 81 losses. They actually have 81 more losses. Washington 9-34, and that is 4. And that is a win for the Nationals. September 9th, Texas at the Angels. Rangers trying to put a stranglehold on the AL West. Rangers 9-35, 4 runs. Angels 8-62, 7 runs. That's a win for the Halos. Kansas City and the White Sox. Kansas City 7-41, and that is 4. White Sox 7-62, 6 runs. That's a win for the Pale Hose. Baltimore at Detroit. Huge series in the American League as well. We have these two teams tomorrow. Baltimore still tied with Toronto. Detroit just got to stay above 500. Baltimore 6-53, and that is 5. Tigers 6-65, and that is 8. And that is a win for the Tigers. Cubs and the Astros. Jeez. You're the Astros. You just got pretty much beaten by the Indians. Now you got to play the Cubs. Cubs trying to get closer to winning the National League Central. Cubs 9-55, and that is 6. Astros 3-42, and that is 3. Another win for the Cubs, another loss for the Astros. Their hopes in this season are beginning to fade. Cleveland and Minnesota. Indians 1961, and that is 9. Twins 8-61. That's 6. That's another win for the Indians. They get closer to clinching the AL Central. Tampa Bay and the Yankees. Tampa Bay 9-45, and that is 5. Yankees 8-11, that is 0, and the Yankees lose another one. And did they lose all their games tonight? Did they lose all their games? Yes, they did. The Yankees lost all their games. The Yankees have now dropped back to 500. Seattle at Oakland with another Houston loss. A chance for the Mariners to now try to take a 1-game lead in the AL West. Big game for the Mariners. They got to win. Seattle 16-66. They will. That's 12. Oakland 7-64. That is 7. And the Mariners are in second on their own. And they are above 500. Red Sox and Toronto. Big series. More for Toronto than it is the Red Sox. But Boston trying to clinch the AL East. Boston 12-61, and that is 7. Blue Jays 7-64, and that is also 7. They will tie. Boston rolls a 3. -5 is -2. Toronto rolls a 6. That's good enough. And that is going to be a win for the Blue Jays. And with that loss, now with Baltimore losing and Toronto winning, I believe the Blue Jays just took second place. San Francisco at Arizona. Giants, 12-53, and that is 6. Diamondbacks, 6-15, and that is 1. And that's another win for the G-Men as they get closer to clinching the NL West. Mets and the Braves. Mets are still 2 games ahead of the Marlins, but the Mets got to continue to get wins here. Mets, 5-54, and that is 5. Braves, 0-46, and that is 3. And the Mets will have a happy recap, and they will win the game. But now, can the Mets gain that, go further ahead? A big series between the Dodgers and the Marlins. And a pretty good game there, too. Clayton Kershaw against Jose Fernandez. Mets need the Marlins to lose to the Dodgers. Can the Mets take a 3-game lead now for second? Dodgers, 4-21, and that is 1. Marlins, -325, and that is also 1. They will go to extras. Dodgers roll a 6 +0. Marlins roll a 5 +0. And that is a win for the Dodgers. And the Mets will now have a 3-game lead on the Marlins for second. Reds and the Pirates. Pirates still got to continue to win, even though the Cardinals right now are not playing very great right now. Reds 14-46, and that is 6. Pirates 10-63, and that is 8. Another win for the Pirates. Rockies and the Padres. Rockies 18-35, and that is 6. Padres 10-14, that is 2. A win for the Rockies. Milwaukee and the Cardinals. The Cardinals, now they've dropped a couple of games. They got to win here to stay close. Milwaukee 3-32. And that is 2. Cardinals 13-34, and that is 5. And that will be a win for the Redbirds as they will stay with the Pirates, although I believe they are now 5.5 back. Phillies and the Nationals. Phillies 134, and that is 2. Nationals 15-13, and that is also 2. They will tie. Phillies roll a 3 +6 is 9. Nationals aren't going to beat that 2. And as a matter because of that, the Phillies will beat the Nationals. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow will be September 10th. We will be at Comerica Park. I'm pretty sure Chuck Rawlings will not want to miss that one. It's the Baltimore Orioles versus the Detroit Tigers. Ubaldo Jimenez will go for the Orioles. Jordan Zimmerman will go for the Tigers. A big matchup. The Orioles trying to stay with the Blue Jays. The Tigers trying to haul out just to continue to win ball games and get second place. A big game for tomorrow night. The Orioles and the Tigers, Jimenez and Zimmerman. Be there or be square. Craig Scarborough, Steeler fan, Brian Patterson. Beatles eternally, love me do, that counts. Brian Patterson, My Basement Media Productions, Texag 75. David Vega, After Further Review with Steve Tower. Woodman 564. Baseball with the demos. Remember, he has a 1975 NBC Game of the Week tomorrow night. Please don't miss it. And let's see who else we got here. We have also John Haverly. And let's see, Scooney 007. And Jim Doyle and Doug Hunt and Clee Baseball fan. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out through the X-ray machines. Subscribe if you're not done so. And make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. And we'll see you guys tomorrow night. What a win for the Cleveland Indians. Ninth inning magic strikes again. 2 runs in the bottom of the ninth to win it. 2-1 over the Astros. We'll see you guys tomorrow night.